Hey guys, welcome back to the tribe.
Welcome back, everyone.
Thank you guys so much for subscribing to our channel. We really appreciate it. Just a recap from yesterday, just in case you missed it, our affirmation of the day was, my dreams are coming true effortlessly.
My dreams are coming true effortlessly.
Yes. And the topic that we spoke about was 4th of July.
Yes, and that will be linked below. You can find that video, watch them all.
And the word that we actually discussed was prevaricate. Now, do you remember what prevaricate means?
To not speak directly?
Yes. So basically to not give a direct answer or to not fully tell.
To dance around it.
Yeah. And then last but not least, Spanish phrase was Estoy bien, gracias.
Estoy bien, gracias.
And estoy bien, obrigado.
Estoy bien, obrigado. Today's topic, it's not going to actually be a topic.
Yes.
Today we're doing a reaction video to one of our favorite shows. Just one of them.
Yeah.
90 Day Fiancé.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Hilarious show.
Very interesting.
Very interesting dynamics.
Dynamics.
So we're going to do a reaction video and we're also going to incorporate our phrases and our word today.
Yes. But we're going to start with the affirmation.
Affirmation of the day. I am a money magnet.
I like that one.
Yeah, that was a good one. Huh?
That was a good one. I am a money magnet.
I am money. That feels good.
That does feel good. We're going to get into it. We hope you guys like and enjoy.
Well, I mean, that's probably not just me, but probably a lot of people in the family have big concerns. Just like how grateful you are for everything Gino's really going to bring to you.
I understand your perspective, like me coming to the United States. I should be grateful for that. But the way I see it is that Gino should be grateful that I came to the United States and I left everything I have ever loved, my family, my kids, amazing weather, you know.
Yeah, you sacrificed a lot.
I sacrificed.
Leaving your family and your whole life in Panama to come here. I have a question. How will you contribute and be a productive American?
Oh, wow. That's an interesting way of all things to say.
Nah, you could just tell he's a conservative. He has conservative energy.
Yeah.
He's automatically like, yo, like, what you gonna do in America? It's like, first and foremost, bro, this dude brought me to you.
Yeah.
He brought me here.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be his wife is what I'm gonna do. Like, how dare you ask him talking? But I get people like this, like,
yeah.
bro, like, what are you talking?
I mean, I just find that to be interesting to say. It's kind of like, you know, how are you going to contribute to be an American and really wipe away some of, or your nationality where you came from? You know, like, how are you going to be a driving force by being here, stationed here, instead of really embracing, like, wow, it's pretty amazing that you've come from this country and you've decided to marry or you decided to date my son or my, you know, obviously my family member. And, you know, I feel like his reaction should have been a little bit different. Coming from that reaction is wow, pretty alarming.
I'm an educated woman. I speak two languages. I have worked since I am 16 years old. I have always worked. And right now, legally, with this kind of visa, I am not allowed to work. They are attacking me. Right now, this is a personal attack. It doesn't matter what I do, I will never be good enough for Gino's family.
And you can kind of tell, we know Gino is a lame. Let's just be honest. Gino's a lame. His family knows he's a lame. And they also know that he's easily taken advantage of. And they're probably like, yo, what are you doing here? What are you doing with this guy? Like, you're clearly a beautiful girl. What is your aim? That's why these 90 Day Fiancés are interesting because you never know who's there for who.
Yeah, and what their intentions. And I can see that. I mean, she could have came here and looking for a green card and, you know, just trying to set up shop and, you know, eventually leave him just to have the you know, the opportunity to stay here. So I do get that sense of trying to protect, but I think it's all about having a common way of just understanding each other from both perspectives. So then that way it's easier to,
And it is directly to the fact that I'm not American. And they already put a label on me because of it.
I can see that.
I'm not after Gino's money. So I don't know why you have those concerns about me. I think it was you, Dana, suggested to Gino, a prenup. Yeah. I took it as an offense.
When I got married to Lori, I signed
prenup. Nah, we getting a prenup straight up.
You can't be offended by that.
Every time we watch these ones, it's always the prenup that gets people offended. Wow. Especially the ones that are coming. It's sign a prenup. If you really want to be here, you want your visa, you want all that good stuff. We're getting a prenup. That should be, why should you personally attack that? That doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah. I mean, and you didn't work for it. It's not like you was there to actually see the success and the rise of how he came about, towards that. So for her to get offended this harshly, yeah.
I took offense to that. What?
Yeah, if it's about love, it really shouldn't be. So.
Well, clearly those ulterior motives.
One, her dad wanted me to sign a prenup.
Okay, so, Tony, why would you think that Gino will need a prenup?
I think it would just be like a security blanket for him. I know he's not rich, but protect what he worked so hard.
Yeah, because he's worked so hard his whole life. And then if you had bad intentions, you come in and you take everything he's worked his whole life for.
Right. Agreed.
Yeah.
I'm trying my best with Gino's family right now. But this is what I mean when I say that they don't like me, no matter what I do.
It's not about not liking you, sweetheart. It's about protection. It's about not knowing what your intention is. It's so clear that every time we watch these, a single thread that's yo, I don't understand the prenup. Why? This is not your money. And if you're here for love, then you should be able to be you know what? If there's something happens, he keeps his stuff, I keep my stuff, and it is what it is.
Good. And it shouldn't be, again, her reaction should not necessarily be offended due to the fact that, didn't they just meet not too long ago?
Yeah.
Isn't this so it's I could see if they've been together for 5 years and then it's oh, well, why are you?
I don't know how long they've known each other, but even then it's my money's my money.
Of course. But I'm speaking from the perspective of, I can see how, as a woman, I could see how she could be offended.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you're not high school sweethearts or you haven't been with each other for a number of years, and he has a successful business or he has, whether it's a heirloom or inheritance or trust or something of that stature, she should not feel obligated to that due to the fact that she was not with him shooting in the gym.
So, but for real though.
So yeah.
Let's move on to another couple. Let's see what they tell them.
Yeah.
Rhett and Day.
A crucial point in the relationship because there's a lot at stake here.
So is she gonna be with us for a month?
She's gonna be with us a month.
Okay. Awesome. Was she excited that I'm gonna see her?
I just told her you guys were gonna be best of friends.
Right?
What I'm gathering is that his mom's going to be coming to stay with us for a month. That's what I'm getting.
Any last thoughts before we pick her up?
I'm just nervous. Is she gonna hug me or is she gonna talk to me right away? I don't have any idea on how to take care of kids. What if I can't be...
It's a child.
Yeah, that's it's a sticky situation.
That's a very, very sticky situation.
Yeah.
Right.
What I'm scared of is that Cassidy's not going to like Jaya. I think if I'm honest with myself, that I would ultimately, that would be a deal breaker.
Yeah. Agreed.
Cassidy!
It would definitely be a deal breaker.
Agreed.
Yeah, for sure. You can't automatically, because we know how children are, especially this is not your mom.
Right.
So I'm not going to solely base my decision straight off like, oh, my child is like, okay, my child is like, I know how my child is.
Right.
So let me see if they can get warmed up to you and give it a little time. But after a while, if they really just see something in you, then it's like, I might have to reel up.
Right. I mean, when it comes to children, it's hard because, especially their age.
Yeah.
So if they're a child, let's say between, 1 to maybe 4, I think that's like honest enough to like actually introduce and it's comfortable because they are still learning their environment. But once it's like 8, 9, 10, or even 13, it gets a little sticky because it's like it's kind of like they've lived their whole life without knowing you, and then you're just introducing this new person.
Yeah, 8,
and
9,
now
13.
they have to, now they have to like actually like talk to this person and, look at them from a different light, and they have no idea who this person is. So they have to now they have to learn about this person through their behaviors and through their actions. Yeah. So
I wouldn't be like, but even now I'm thinking about it, it's like, all right, my child is 9, 10, 13. It's like, you really, like, I want my child to like my spouse, but at this point, it's like, you're already programmed from what I programmed you.
Right.
When I bring someone in, you're automatically either going to like them or not. I can't truly base my decision off my child. I want my child to be comfortable.
Right.
If I know this person that I'm dating, then I know this person that I'm dating. Like, it's a sticky situation.
Right.
And they started to get shy.
Oh, she's young.
Hi, sweetie.
Okay.
Oh, you look so pretty. Look at your hair.
Hi, I'm Chanel. Nice to meet you. Yeah. Hi, City. I have something for you. Do you want to open it? Here. Please. Here.
Kids know how to make some shit awful. They be like, nah, I do not want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Get away from me.
Yeah.
And she don't even look like she like even rocks with the pops like that. Like she's like, usually you see your dad, you're on it. It's like that. She's like, I don't even care. Like get away from me. And the cameras. No,
she seems shy.
Being a little shy.
So if you guys could help me out with her bedtime routine, usually 8 bath time. Then I usually let her have a snack before she goes to bed, and then brush teeth. And then so hopefully she's in bed by 9, because that helps me out when she gets back.
Oh, sweetie, you look so good. Can I get a hug? Can I steal a hug?
Yeah, that's weird.
I was gonna have to steal a hug.
And the dad even looks like the dad doesn't even. He looks wild awkward. He doesn't even look like he wants to go up and be like, "Hey, babe, like, hey, daughter, like."
Looks
what?
like two strangers like coming together, and like, hey, this is. Who knows if the dad is really like
in her life? It don't feel like it. It feels very cringy.
It feels forced.
Very forced. Wow. Nice.
All right. Are you ready to go? We don't want to make it hard on you. We want to make it easy.
Yeah. She was just a shy girl. How are we gonna like get closer if she's like that? So I was feeling a little worried about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want any last words for Mama?
I have a hug.
Oh, she gets one and I don't? So their initial meeting could have went better, but kids are kids and they need time to warm up. Okay.
And we'll play tic-tac-toe.
Our first night together, it's gonna be a little bit interesting, and we don't know. I don't know how that's gonna go.
Okay, let's play.
Yeah, it's just a sticky situation when it comes to kids.
Yeah, man.
It just, when it comes to children, you have to be very, very delicate. And it's kind of like you have to actually walk them step by step through the process.
Yeah.
And like little by little, you show the person that you are,
trustworthy,
experiencing,
warm, peaceful, like.
And you also, too, you have to make sure that whoever it is that you do introduce that person to is going to be in your life for a long time.
Yeah.
Because they can get into an argument and she can say, well, you know what? I'm out. I'm going to leave. I no longer want to be with you.
Yeah.
And because of that, now that could be scarring on the child because the child has now grown attachment.
Yeah.
So you have to be very, very, you have to be safe and you have to make sure that you are able to bring right person with the right mindset and the person that you actually truly, truly love. Instead of just bringing random people. But definitely interesting.
You want to segue?
We could definitely segue. We're going to segue real quick. So, the word of the day is indolent.
Indolent.
Indolent. Indolent basically means lazy. How can we use indolent in a sentence?
Today I'm going to get up, I'm going to work out, and I'm going to shoot some videos. I'd hate to be indolent.
Okay, that's a good one. Most days can feel indolent unless I change my habits.
Good one.
So most days can feel indolent unless I change my habits.
Cool. And comment below your sentence.
Yes, absolutely. Again, we love to see people put their comments below. Love to see suggestions. Love to see how you feel and how you react. And if these vocabulary words are something that is actually being implemented into your life. So, yeah, we love to see it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's get back to these reactions. We're going to do 2 more reactions, and then we're going to do our phrases.
You got the listing on the front thing. You want to?
Yeah.
You know what's universal?
Yeah.
Body language.
Body language.
Body language is universal. And she looks like, oh, what the fuck? And then the mom's like, what the fuck?
What is going on?
That's crazy.
Yikes. Oh, that's cute.
애비는 한국말 못해?
He's asking you can speak some Korean words. No, hold him. It's difficult.
결혼을 하면은 거처는 집은 어디서 살아야 되는 거지?
Where are we planning on staying? 일단은 뭐 1년 동안은 얘네 부모님 집에서 살아야 되고.
They're in Korea.
They're in Korea.
Okay.
And she just looks so painfully
awkward.
Oh.
가면 엄마가 너 엄청 맨날 그리워하고 보고 싶고 그럴 것 같은데 어떡하지?
내년 어떻게 또 와야 되는데 뭐 그게 어려우면은 최대한 그래도 많이 오려고 하자니까. She's saying she's gonna be sad now that I'm getting married to you and going to US. She feels like I'm going to giving up. 그럼 맛을 봐야 뭐 물어보지. Let's get some food.
Yeah, that's awkward.
It's like you want to have compassion for this girl, but at the same time, it's like, you don't even speak the language. Yeah. You're actually in a good position. I don't know what y'all saying.
Yeah.
To be honest, in all reality, it's just regular interactions. Like, and just because you're a different culture, even as he's translated, I'm like, yeah, this is just regular conversation.
Right.
Okay, good. You chill. You're going to start crying, making it even more awkward.
Yeah. It's just more so of like, I know she feels uncomfortable. I mean, being someone who traveled to China and not knowing the language, I mean, I didn't date anybody, but like, just not knowing the language and just being at the table and not being able to actually have conversations, I was still, able to still be present, regardless. I think she should have handled this a little bit more, delicately, due to the fact that his parents are afraid for him to go to America. Who knows what they hear? Afraid for him to go to America and doesn't know if, her son is going to come back. So I think she should have handled this a little bit more delicately, my personal opinion, because of the fact of his family. He's probably very close to his family. So for them, And of course, they live there. They don't live in the U.S. Who knows if he has family in the U.S.? So it's all of these different variables that you have to actually take into account. But to sit there at the table and start crying, cringe.
Yeah, but I get it. I get why she's crying, and that's her handling it delicately because she's feeling all that energy. I don't think that she hasn't said anything that makes me feel otherwise. She's overwhelmed by the fact that she feels like she's taking him away from his family.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I get that perspective. It's like, I get it. But at the same time, it's like, you gotta hold it down. It's like, all right, it is what it is. We've already made the decision. I'm not about to cry when I first meet you at the table. That's crazy.
But that's why I'm saying, like, her reaction should have been just different. You know, like, it's kind of like you should have expected for them to say, oh, we don't want him to go, and it just should have been different. So that's all I meant to say. Yeah. But that's
better.
Is this? Yeah.
And patting her like a man, what is going on? This is very awkward.
It's just awkward. I wonder how they met.
I met on the internet like everybody else is probably. You know, like it because he was living in Korea. Unless she visited Korea and probably met him, but I don't know.
Yeah.
You have to watch those other episodes.
Yeah.
Straight.
Cringe.
You feel like this whole situation is my fault. Today I'm going to meet.
Okay. I like Bilal and Cheetah.
I did too. Shida, you want to watch that one?
Yeah. This is a good one.
Bilal's children, his children, they are the apple of his eye. They mean a lot to him. So I feel as if I need to have these kids liking me. You know, I want to show Bilal that, yes, I'm ready for motherhood. And my relationship cannot be successful if I don't get along with Bilal's children.
Shida, Assalamualaikum. There she is.
Assalamualaikum. It's nice to meet you. Come in here. Hi. She's my good sister.
Oh, family hug.
Very awkward, but a little less awkward. But at the same time, you got to remember that the cameras are on. Always when you're watching these things, remember the freaking cameras on, so it changes people's mindsets and how
and personalities.
Guys, how you doing?
I'm good. Just putting back things where they were.
Y'all finally get to meet each other.
I know.
Yeah. You guys want some?
That silence.
But again, as I said before, when it comes to kids, it's a little bit more. It could be a little crazy.
That silence is awkward and shit.
It's very awkward. You got to be very delicate when it comes to kids. It's
Some snacks and stuff. You gave me some snacks.
Yeah, sure.
I think Shida's gonna be an amazing bonus mom for my children. But there's always a little worry in the back of your head, like, my children have to like the person that I'm with. Like, that's first and foremost. For me personally, Shida would not be here if my kids did not like her. Like,
so we see a thread running through most of these guys. They're like, yo, my children don't like this person, they gotta go.
This person is not staying around.
Which is definitely understandable.
Right.
We'll never know that feeling until we know that feeling.
Right.
I don't think it's even remotely an option.
Is that a real nose ring?
No.
I have a nose ring, but I just left my nose ring in Trinidad. But you know, buy one here.
Okay.
As you can see, she's like you. She likes to bling the accessories.
Yes.
You know?
I think we will get along quite well. We kind of like the same type of style. So you as well, you stuff.
So.
She is kind of what I expected her to be because my dad did tell us that she's a shy person. You know, I didn't want to know more about her. Right.
But she seems like a cool person.
Well, that went a little longer than expected, so we're going to segue into our phrases.
Yes, so the phrases of the day. The first phrase is a Spanish phrase. It is, ¿Cuál es tu nombre?
¿Cuál es tu nombre?
So again, ¿Cuál es tu nombre?
¿Cuál es tu nombre?
And then, ¿Cuál su nome?
¿Cuál su nome?
Which is Portuguese.
Just Portuguese.
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank you for watching and stay tuned.
Yes.